Good evening, everyone. Thank you for inviting us here. We are a group of medical missionaries. There are 8 of us on our team, and our name of our group is Medical Omegas. We work with, or we're co-laborers with Christ, the Alpha and the Omega. We are medical reformers. At the very end of our presentation, you will get to meet all our members, 2 of whom are not here with us today. For various reasons. One is still distributing some tracts at her church. That's Sister Carrie Ann. And then we have Samija Palmer, who was unable to have Wi-Fi connection. But at the end, you will get to see all the name of those who are co-laborers with Christ. All right, so we will be covering for you the 8 laws of health. It's a very detailed topic, but we will just make it an introduction. And so we'll get right into it. Get your mental pencils or your physical ones if you have them, and we'll go right ahead. So we know that God gave us 8 laws: pure air, sunlight, abstemiousness, rest, exercise, proper diet, use of water, and trust in divine power. These are the true remedies. But before we get into that, let's understand what disease is, right? Because we have to know what this is, and then we can apply the laws. So it says, disease is an effort of nature to free the system from conditions that result from a violation of the laws of health. Okay, so we'll start. So a breath of fresh air. Wow, wonderful. All right, so benefits of fresh air. It clears the lungs. Okay, when you inhale, you're cleaning debris from the lungs. It refreshes your body. It also gives you more energy and helps with mental focus. It improves your blood pressure and your heart rate, and it helps you to heal faster. So never forget to always go for clean and fresh air. We need to breathe deeply, not just superficial. A lot of times we don't inhale deep enough to get that to clear our lungs. So just make sure we do that. All right. So, question, do you have any cold symptoms that just won't go away, or are you restless or having insufficient sleep? You know, are you aggravated in your allergies or asthma symptoms? These may all be signs of impure air. So pure air, the quality of air we breathe is important. So we need to at least breathe deeply of fresh, clean air. Go outside in the country. Don't stay in your air condition all day. Get some fresh air. It is important to take very deep breaths. So you can count and hold for 5, and then exhale slowly on 5, right? Also, it's important to introduce indoor plants. Some good ones to do are aloe vera, ferns. These are really good ones to help purify your air and also help with overall oxygenation. Increasing ventilation is another good one, right? At night or just even throughout the days, open your windows, get that fresh air in. Don't let the air inside become stagnant. Get the air flowing in. Open your windows at least an inch at night before you go to bed. And that also helps with that proper airflow that's going in. We also read here that, and we know this too, that we can live longer without food than without air, which is the food that God has provided for the lungs. Therefore, do not regard it as an enemy, but as a precious blessing from God. Next will be benefits of sunshine.
Sunlight. Benefits of sunshine. Sunlight is essential for human health and well-being. It includes a lot of health benefits that we can derive from it to keep our bodies functioning properly. When we are lacking sunlight, we tend to look frail, droopy, and become sick. So let us look at some of the benefits of sunlight. It generates the production of vitamin D, maintains strong bones, low blood pressure. I was a victim of blood pressure medication. I was introduced to the sunlight. It helps, and that is one of my doctor in nature until today, free of cost. It supports immune health. It prevents 18 different cancers. It promotes good mental health, reduce stress, improve sleep, also weight reduction. Vitamin D deficiency can be the result of many diseases if we neglect to get our sunlight daily. Just to name a few, which are diabetes, hypertension, autism, renal failure, etc. And the list goes on. So here we see how important it is to have vitamin D in our body. Let's look at some of the foods rich in vitamin D. Fortified milk, salmon, mackerel, sardines, egg yolk, orange juice, yogurt, cereals. And even though they are dietary source, they are not the best. Our best source of vitamin D comes from the sunlight. When to go outside and get your sunlight, it is between the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. when the UV rays are at its highest peak. That's where we derive most of our vitamin. So cover the head with a hat, wear cool clothing such as cotton linen, bamboo, etc. Wear long sleeves so your body does not expose to the ray of the sun, which can be damaging to the skin. How much time should I spend in the sun? At least 15 minutes for light skin, Caucasian, dark skin, 45 minutes to 1.5 hours per day. So with this in mind, may this be a good reason for us to go outside and get more sunlight and enjoy the healing wonders of the sunlight. Thank you.
Abstemiousness. What are other words for abstemiousness? Abstinence, moderation, temperance, self-control, self-denial. What is abstemiousness? Abstemiousness is a balanced lifestyle, is a healthy lifestyle. It is carefully included all those good things and habits that promote health while completely avoiding all those things and habits that destroy good health. For example, overeating leads to stomach upset and obesity. Undereating leads to starvation, malnutrition. Overwork leads to exhaustion or injury. Underwork leads to laziness and muscle weakness. And to everyone, there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun of under the heaven. Ecclesiasticus 3, verse 1.
Rest. Why is rest so important? God created a weekly and daily cycle for man. As indicated in Genesis 1, verse 5, he called the light day and the darkness he called night. He also rested on the seventh day, which is a demonstration for us, an example that we need rest. Scientists discover the circadian rhythm in which the body works on a daily 24-hour cycle with specific releases of hormones at a certain time of the day. This supports a statement made by Sister White that 2 hours of good sleep before 12 o'clock is worth more than 4 hours after 12 o'clock. The human body requires daily rest. Studies on sleep deprivation show a variety of negative effects. These may include increased risk of diabetes, obesity, traffic accidents, injuries, fatalities, psychotic behavior, lack of concentration, mood swings, aggressive behavior, fatigue, increased cortisol levels, reduced melatonin levels. Overall, it weakens the immune system when we lack rest. And so, if you're having difficulty planning it to going to sleep, these are some suggestions. Exercise daily. It is important to do that. That helps you to sleep. Go to bed before the hours of 10 p.m. at night. The body heals itself between the hours of 10 p.m. and 12 a.m. Keep your room at a comfortable temperature. Sleep in a dark room. Avoid eating for 3 hours before sleeping. Avoid tension and excitement before sleeping, and Do not take alcohol, sleeping pills, or caffeine. So these are some suggestions to help you. Now you may be wondering, why do I need to rest? What are the benefits? When you rest, it removes waste from your body. Energy is restored. Healing of injuries. Stress is reduced. It keeps your heart healthy. It reduces inflammation. You are more alert. Improves your memory, and it helps you to lose weight. And these are some of the benefits of sleeping, of resting. Thanks.
Right, and next is exercise. Speaking of losing weight, we keep it moving. All right, so the importance of exercise. So the whole body is designed for action. The Book of Education tells us that. Some important reasons why we need to exercise: it improves our blood flow, it improves our enzymatic rate in our bodies as well. It helps us to focus, and that's important. And it also helps to improve the rate of our hormone activity in our bodies. So always keep moving, keep moving. Now, effects of lack of exercise. So we're told in Ministry of Healing, page 238, inactivity is a fruitful cause of disease, right? When we don't exercise and blood is, is stagnant or at idleness, the blood does not circulate freely. The skin also becomes inactive. And this state of the system throws a double burden on the excretory organs, and disease is the result. Now, effects of lack of exercise. Neglecting to exercise the entire body will bring on morbid conditions. So we know we need to really keep on exercising. Now, what are some examples of exercise? Walking, just simply walking. You don't need a gym membership. You just need to go outside. You're already getting fresh air. You're getting sunlight. Then you add exercise. Just walk. Jogging, playing football, all these are examples. But walking is proven to be one of the most effective forms of exercises.
Proper diet. What constitutes a proper diet? So proper diet is constituted of carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, and minerals. These should be taken in their correct proportion and also in the correct combination. All right, so next slide. Counsels on Diet and Foods, page 110. The prophetess says, disturbances is created by improper combination of food. Fermentation sets in, the blood is contaminated, and the brain confused. We have the tendency of eating fruits and vegetables together, but this should not be. This causes fermentation and it poisons the blood. And if it is that we know that the blood is the life of the body. And if it is that we have a poisoned blood, we have a poisoned body, right? God has warned us that if it is that we destroy his temple, which is our body, then he will destroy us. So we don't want to be victims of these or to be culprits of these. So we have to ensure that we take our food in the correct proportion and combination. She also continues to state that there should not be many kinds at any one meal, but all meals should not be composed of the same kinds of food without variation. So we should look at our food to see the color can tell us if it is that we have foods of the same food group, right? And if it is that our meal is bland, it would most likely indicate that we're having food from the same group. So we should have variation, but not too many variation, because this can cause fermentation. All right, so we're going over to water. All right, what is the importance of water? It is important that we drink water because it helps with blood circulation, it regulates the body temperature, it moistens the eye, cushions the bones and joints. All right, next slide. The effects of dehydration. When we're dehydrated, we will suffer thirst, dry skin, dark colored urine, fatigue, tingling of limb, and headache. Also, a lot of persons say that I drink a lot of water, but we need to ensure that we not drink all of 500 ml of water at one sitting. We should sip our water every 15 minutes. We take 2 mouthfuls of water. Next slide.
Trust in divine power. Is sickness a part of God's plan? 3 John 1:2 tells us that, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. Satan is the originator of disease. There is a divinely appointed connection between sin and disease. Sin and disease bear with each other the relationship of cause and effect. And we can find that in HL 60.1. The Lord promises, Exodus 16:26, that if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and wilt give ear unto his commandments, and keep his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptian, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. Deuteronomy 7:15, the Lord will take away from thee all sicknesses. So what method of healing did Christ recommend? He sanctioned the use of simple natural remedies, John 9:6-7, and Isaiah 38:21. So did you know confession can bring healing both spiritually and physically? James 5:16 and 1 John 1:9 tells us this. There are numerous benefits a person gains by just trusting in God. These are two examples I'll give, which are the gift of health and immense blessing from God. Thank you.
Amen. So that's our presentation. We hope you have been blessed. Remember the 8 laws. Behold, thou art now made whole. Sin no more, lest the worst thing come upon thee. And here's our acknowledgement. Again, we are the Medical Omegas. That's our logo. These are all our group members, and we thank you all for joining in. And of course, we acknowledge our Heavenly Father, because his divine power has given us everything we need for life. Amen. God bless you all. Thank you.
Wow, that was good. I love that. All right. Sorry.
The time is 17 minutes and 11 seconds. Very good.
17 minutes and 11 seconds.
Seconds,
Awesome.
yeah.
Others,
Yeah.
make your comment, Brother McIntyre, and let's move. Let's
Well,
roll it.
This was a good presentation. They kept the time, and I like the did you know aspect of it, and of course they close out with a song, and you know it was, I think it was a very good presentation. And I learned got the information, and I think that they did well. Commendation to this team. The team before, you know, they also did a good presentation, but as I said, the time was way out. But this team has kept the time, which is very good, much improved, and I said that they will continue to do well. All right, so thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Sister Sonia, Ashana, make your comments, and then we can go ahead.
My time?
Anybody?
Okay, yes, I like it. It was good. I like the introduction. It was one with a difference. And I like the way she brings it forth. And I like the acknowledgement. Very good. I realized that she puts the names at the end of the presentation, but it was good. I love it. And exercise. I like your pictures. Very good. All right. So you guys did a good job. Yes. Thank you.
All right, next person. Thank you so much. You don't have any question for the group?
Good.
Go ahead, Ashana.
Yes, good evening, everyone. It was a great presentation. I mean, they really kept the time. I myself checked the time, and it was 17 minutes, and I had 13 seconds. But it was awesome. The cohesiveness was definitely there. Everybody just came on one after the other. It was very colorful, very pleasing to the eyes, aesthetically, and You know, it's just, and the information was very meaningful, sweet, short, and to the point. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah. All right, Sister Sonia, go ahead. All right, next person, Sister Daniels, go ahead. Sister Daniels, go ahead.
Yes, tonight it was very good presentation. I really loved it. It was to the point and was really, really good. So I thank God for that. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much. Any questions from anybody? All right, beautiful. Okay, so Medical Amigas, nice name. So you had your name and your group members was mentioned, and they were seen at the end. Your color tone was, I would have used a darker blue, but it was good. The darker blue would have made the thing popped a little bit more, but it was all right. I loved your pictures as well. The smoothness of your presentation, as Ashana said, it was short, factual, and sweet. I just love how you did the presentation. Your voice tone, the tone of the presentation was from start to finish. You could hear everybody at the same tone, the same kind of like excitement, the interactive, the personalization of the presentations was there. You kept good timing. It was good. You did great. Thank you so much. Lovely. Any comments from the group?
Yes, just want to say thank you all. This was a very good experience. We are obviously in different locations and we were just able to put it together, and it was really a good experience to work this way. And yeah, so we're thankful, and we were happy to do it, and I think we all enjoyed as well. So thank you all.
All right. So, gentle people, we are at oh, sorry, let me stop the recording.